Have you ever realized that Siri or Alexa are talking to us? Or what about our smart homes and gadgets with incorporated artificial intelligence for greater convenience? From facial recognition to self-driving cars, such technologies perform tasks that would be considered intelligent from a human perspective. Get ready to watch this movie with us as we go through the path that AI has walked us through to enable machines to think and behave like humans, thus easing our lives. Don't miss the show to discover how artificial intelligence has changed to a strong instrument. Alan Turing. Alan Turing, a man from the UK who did many interesting things and was really smart. In World War II, he cracked the code that the bad guys were using, and that was a big help for the good guys winning. He made one of the first machines that can have as much intelligence as humans. In 1950, when computers were still in the early stages, he wrote a paper proposing a test to find out if a machine could be as intelligent as a human. It was called the Turing test, and now it is a big thing in the world of artificial intelligence, or AI. The reason for it is that we have smart machines, and his idea was kind of a big thing even though back then not many people believed in it. Alan Newell. Alan Newell was a great champion in AI, and he was born in San Francisco. Alan's father was a well-known professor in medicine, but he did not want to follow in his footsteps and decided to go into the fields of computer research and psychology instead. He did a lot of what is now considered to be significant work, creating, among other things, a programming language called the Information Processing Language, a problem-solving program called General Problem Solver, and an information processing system called Logic Theory Machine. His contribution to the field of artificial intelligence and the way humans think has also helped other scientists and researchers learn more about those subjects. The entire computer era can be divided into three phases. Alan Newell's career spanned the first phase of the era that began in the early 1950s. In computer science, he was a jack of all trades, as he worked on so many different areas, such as lists, computer languages, hypertext systems, and models of how humans and computers interact. Marvin Minsky. Another important player in the development of artificial intelligence is MIT computer science professor Marvin Minsky. In order to make computers think like people, he focused on giving them common sense in the 1950s. He looked on a number of computerization-related topics and ways to make robots think more like humans. Minsky thought that machines should be capable of common sense thinking, much like people, rather than only being mechanical. Together with McCarthy, he co-founded the AI Project in 1959. MIT's Computer Science and AI Laboratory, a preeminent hub for AI research, later developed from this lab. One of his most important contributions to the field's advancement was the A.M. Turing Award, the highest recognition in computer science, which he received in 1969 for his efforts. He has won the Benjamin Franklin Medal, 2001, and the Japan Prize, 1990, among other honors. In addition to being the author of well-known works like The Emotion Machine and The Society of Mind, Minsky also discussed artificial intelligence in these works. John McCarthy. John McCarthy, who will always be remembered as the father of artificial intelligence and computer science, is one of the most significant figures in the world of science. It is him again who has the reputation of giving a clear definition at a conference held at Dartmouth College in 1956. McCarthy continued to create the Lisp to be the standard programming language for robots and other scientific disciplines, along with various artificial intelligence languages. It was him who had this idea of cloud computing. At Stanford University, McCarthy founded an artificial intelligence laboratory and was involved in the development of the early versions of self-driving cars. He also ventured into robot consciousness and free will research, designing ways of giving programs the ability of understanding or imitating human common sense and decision-making. He designed the first system of computer time-sharing or networking, which was a very early one. It provided means for many people to exchange data and, in 1960, he thought that one day the computer may be organized as a public utility. In 1966, he was the first person to get the world's attention as he hosted 4 chess matches against Russian rivals via telegraph. It was a campaign lasting for about 4 months, and the result was that he lost 2 games and drew 2. Geoffrey Hinton. Google Engineering Fellow Geoffrey Hinton is leading Brain Team Toronto. He is also a professor at the University of Toronto and an advisor of the Vector Institute, which is a research institute. He is a well-known figure in the AI field of research. From 1998 to 2001, Gatsby Computational Neuroscience Unit was initiated at University College London by him, and then he went back to the University of Toronto. During the period of 2004 to 2013, he was Program Director for Neural Computation and Adaptive Perception, sponsored by the Canadian Institute for Advanced Research. His groundbreaking work on artificial neural networks is the foundation of neural networks used in the training of modern systems today. He is recognized as the godfather of artificial intelligence and deep learning as well. He was conferred with the Turing Award for his work that revolutionized the field. Yoshua Bengio. The name of the Canadian computer scientist, Yoshua, who is better known as the Grand Master of AI and who is famous for spreading the idea of deep learning, is known globally. He is considered to be a leading figure in the area of deep learning. Along with Jan LeCun and Geoffrey Hinton, he shared the 2018 A.M. Turing Award, the computing equivalent of the Nobel Prize, and in 2019, he was given the Killam Prize. Deep learning, formerly only a theoretical concept, has undergone a revolution thanks to this discovery and is now one of the most potent instruments for handling complex problems. In addition to being the creator and scientific head of Mila Institute Quebec Artificial Intelligence, he teaches at the Université de Montréal. He does all that, including co-directing the CIFAR Learning in Machines and Brain program as a senior fellow and acting as a scientific director of Evado. His work is a major factor in the current development of AI through neural networks that are the base of image classification, self-driving vehicles, and voice recognition systems. He takes it a step further by experimenting with commercial applications of AI and by being a co-signer of the Montreal Declaration for Responsible Development of Artificial Intelligence. In 2021, he was ranked second most cited computer scientist all over the world. Andrew Ng. American AI and ML researcher Andrew Ng has made considerable strides in the field of AI and machine learning. He is the current professor of computer science at Stanford University and Baidu's main scientist. His best accomplishment is the establishment of Google Brain as the research center of the search engine and the core of its natural language processing, ML, and many other technologies. He holds that there's always a lot more for artificial intelligence to achieve. In an interview, he mentioned that scientists are at the same time interested in unsupervised learning that lets AI systems process information without the need to be fed with the expected result. Andrew has been the subject of change for an innumerable amount of lives through his AI contributions and has more than 200 research papers in the areas of machine learning, robotics, among others. Here we come to the end of our video devoted to the fathers of artificial intelligence. Each one of them managed to invent and contribute something unique that was intended to improve the artificial intelligence domain. So tell me what you all think about the significance of AI in our daily lives. At the same time, how do you feel about the fact that there is more than one founder of artificial intelligence? In your opinion, whose contribution in this field has been the most? Please make use of the comment section.